it going, everyone? It's Nathan from Nathan's MRE, and today we have a very special ration. This particular ration is a 1959 food packet survival. This one is from the Royal Canadian Air Force. This one should be pretty interesting. This was a late night eBay purchase. It has a little ding on the side of it, which you expect from something from 1959, and it is missing the key, which doesn't make us any difference really. So we have some writing on the front. It says Food Packet Survival, RCAF 1959, and I guess the model of the ration is AFFP-3. And it says, eat no food on the first day of survival. Make the food in this can last 3 days. And it's supposed to have a little handle with it. It does not have that either. That goes on the top. Looks like it hasn't had that for many decades. And on the bottom here it says open other end. On the back side it has some instructions. It says, you can barely read it, it's hard to read. It says open the can carefully with the can opener provided. Empty the food into the plastic bag provided in the seal pack, I guess. Can't quite make that out. Place the empty can on a hard surface and use the handle of the can opener to press down any ragged edges. Use the can as cooking utensil. Punch holes. Can't read some of this. In the can, I'm just kind of filling in as I think. Punch holes in the can opener with the can opener at places marked and make a handle with the wire provided. And it does have a tab for a key, but for our purposes, I'm going to put this on the shelf with the rest of the stuff. If I do that, we're going to have some issues doing that. It's going to be half of a can. So we're going to go open another end. We'll go to the other side. And the closest thing we have here is a Australian opener. And this is from the Australian rations. Go to open it up. See if it's still under vacuum. Hopefully it is. We have some rust on the top, but I don't think it's all the way through. I didn't hear anything come out at all. That means it might be ugly. Well, it's going to be ugly, but it's not how ugly. Ooh. There we go. Yikes. There's pieces of, they used to be cellophane wrapper falling off of that. So we have some writing on the bottom of here. A little brochure, if you will. So basically it says, eat no food on the first day of survival, and then make the contents of each can last 3 days. And number 2, if water is scarce, drink none on the first day of survival. Sterilize all drinking water by boiling or using water sterilizing tablets. Empty the contents of the can into the plastic bag provided in the seat pack. The empty can may be used as cooking utensil for the preparation of soup, drinking water, and coffee. Use the can opener, punch holes where marked on the sides of the can. Eat slowly. Eat slowly, you fat ass. There you go. I should have put that on there. If I was making that, that's what I would have put on it. Yikes. Look at that. And it's very odd. There's no plastic on top of the candies. It doesn't really smell of anything. No. I hate to bang. Let me get something I'll tap this on. I don't want to bang it on our background here. Okay, with that light just a little bit. We got a piece of cardboard here, and we'll just see first of all if I can get it out by banging it on there. It's starting to come out. I hate to pry with my knife. Maybe we'll pry with this thing. This thing has a sharp edge. They kind of messed up when they made this. It has a sharp edge to open up bottles with, but that goes right where your fingers go when you're using it. Ew. pretty nasty. And what is this? Can I get everything out first and take a look at it? Some salt. We've got more candies down in there. And they're just kind of all laying loose. There's some sugar cubes, but it feels soft. I mean, I guess that might be good. Maybe they're loose, maybe they're some kind of bizarre liquid. We don't really know. I have a coffee. That coffee is hard as a freaking rock too. That's not good. We have a chicken soup. Oh, the chicken soup is not hard as a rock. That's good. I have 2 chicken soups. It almost feels liquefied. We have 3 chicken soups. Ew. This thing looks like it's been pretty harshly compromised. Another pack of coffee. It is not completely hard. We'll open up and look at all this stuff just to see what's going on here. What is this? What is that? Some kind of M&Ms? I mean, they look like super freaking moldy and just a big blob of goo. And they're really soft also. Put that over there. Maybe I should put this on the tray. I guess it doesn't matter. Not so sure I want it on the tray after taking a look at this. Here's our water purification tabs. I ripped the corner of it off, just like a little white tablet. You can see right there. And there's 2 more sugar cubes in the bottom. I just don't know why all this stuff feels wet for. Let's just open one of these up and see what's happened in here. What kind of horrifying chain of events has taken place, and it is kind of wet. Look at that. It's definitely got some moisture in there. My fingers would have been picking somebody's, you know what, with it. Alright, wipe that off. Remember to throw this rag away when we're done. It just smells like old stale coffee and maybe some bouillon. I'm not really sure what these other packets are. Let's see. Let's start off here. Let's sort the best coffee is in here. You know, it's like one of the, something's leaking. This coffee is actually, well, it doesn't feel like it's all one block of goo. So let's go after this first. Ooh. Oh man. Are we good? Coffee is actually good. All right, let me get a cup. Let me get a few things here, wipe my hands off, and we'll investigate some of this. Okay, so let's see. We're gonna stack the coffee up over here. We got some water heating up for that. We'll go ahead and make that. So the chicken soup, let's try to, I mean, that one feels like powder. Let's just see. No, that one's wet. That one's just like goo. It smells vaguely like chicken soup. Other than that, it smells like death. I don't think any of these other ones are good. We'll go and just slice them open just to make sure. That one's the same way. It'd be nice to get one of each package that wasn't totally compromised. but we're not going to get it because there's the last one of the chicken soup powder, and it is nasty. That one's hard as a rock. That one's hard as a rock. So I guess we're kind of lucky to get the one good coffee out of it. Kind of sort some of this stuff. Our salt is still good. Yep, it's still all powdered. We don't need any salt for a coffee, so we'll put that over there. Now, let's investigate what these are exactly. Ooh. Something on there. Can I read it? Looks like not. I almost wonder if that's not some kind of cake or biscuits. It does have kind of like a nut smell to it, but there's just nothing on there that you can make out whatsoever as far as writing. And maybe it's, a lot of these old ones have fruitcake. Maybe it's fruitcake. We just don't really know. Let's set that over here and we'll take a look. M&Ms look like they were bad about 40 years ago. I mean, just nothing here that's remotely good. It's definitely going to make you sick if you eat that. But you can see the outline. It is M&Ms or some variant of it. Yeah, it has a real rancid, real pungent chocolate smell to it. All right, let's make this coffee. Okay, and is this the oldest coffee I've ever drinking? I have to look. I really don't know. I'm very faithful. It's the oldest Canadian coffee I've ever had. Better be a little cautious on this and pour this out in my hand and just kind of look at it. And it looks like it's perfectly fine instant coffee. Yeah. All right, there we are. It's very odd that that package is perfect and the other ones are just totally compromised. I don't know if this, I mean, definitely got moisture in the can. It has to have either a pinhole or something happened, you know, at this seam whenever it got dented. It's just really hard to judge what that situation is. Coffee still smells fine. It should be perfectly fine. As long as it's a dry powder form, instant coffee doesn't really go bad. Take a smell. It smells perfectly fine. It smells like your average old school instant coffee. Wow, that's bitter. That's real bitter. It's not bad. I mean, it tastes like it should taste, though. It's just really strong. And there was a fair amount in that package. So I guess the question is, where's our best candy at? Well, it's probably not that one. Maybe this one? It's like a old school jelly bar. It's even kind of like dry in the middle. It doesn't taste like much of anything. Maybe that's the way it was back in the day. I really don't know. It does have a very old taste to it. You can still smell some lemon. I wanted to taste one of these red ones, but it has coffee all over it. I don't know. We better be careful with this because these weren't in a wrapper. So it's definitely contaminated with whatever this was. We don't know what that was for sure. We're drinking the coffee. Let's say we did. Oh man. Whew. That is a brutally strong cup of coffee. You probably could have done with half that coffee powder in it. So yeah, I don't think any of these sugars are salvageable. They're just wet, man. Just wet and squishy. Every one of them. So, yeah, I don't know. It was a cool little package. These were actually, I read up a little bit on it before I did this. These are actually issued to pilots in the Royal Canadian Air Force. And, you know, it really was a treat to be able to snipe this off eBay for, I think we paid $24 for it. And overall, a good ration. It would have been a great ration if it was about 50 years newer. So that's going to be all for the 1959 Food Package Survival, the RCAF. And yeah, so I thought you guys would like to see this one, and it turned out pretty decent, even though it was all bad, which you figured it was. So stay tuned, guys. We'll have some more videos out very soon, and thanks for watching. We'll see you later.